Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me.
Yeah.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
Let's go. How's everybody doing on this wonderful day? How is a wonderful night, actually? Let me not say day. How's everybody doing on this wonderful night? How's everybody doing? Like, how are y'all doing tonight? You know, it's Friday night. I wasn't planning on going live, but I said, yo, I want to talk to my YouTube family, man. You know, I put these two shorts out talking about who's going to be the top 5 teams in the AFC, who's going to be the top five teams in the NFC. So, it's going to be, it's all speculation and opinion based, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to it. But I honestly feel like the AFC and the NFC, it's going to be a little bit different from last year's playoffs, even though I do feel like most of the teams are probably going to make it back to the playoffs. But I feel like there's going to be a change when it comes to the AFC, and there's going to be a small change when it comes to the NFC. Now, let's talk about my personal, top 5 teams. My personal top 5 teams besides the Minnesota Vikings. Y'all know I'm a Viking fan. I'm not going to put the Vikings in the top 5, but, they should be in the top 5. Definitely. If our offense can match our defense, nobody in the NFC North can touch us. Nobody in the NFC can touch us. And that is just how I feel. And I'm going to talk that talk. Nobody can touch us. But I'm not in no specific order, right? Let's talk about when it comes down to it. Let's talk about the NFC first. I feel like the NFC is going to be a little different. I don't know I don't remember what I said in the short I put out just a couple of minutes ago, but I feel like the NFC, I feel like the Rams are going to make it to the playoffs. They're a top 5 team, right? I feel like the Rams are just Matthew Stafford until he retires. I feel like they have a heck of a coach. They have I love their defensive line. I love their wide receivers. And they just need a couple more pieces or a piece or two. We'll see what they do in the draft. And I just feel like the Rams are definitely in the top 5 when it comes to the NFC top 5. Now, when it comes to number 2, right, in no specific order, I'm going to say that again. I feel like the Seahawks is another team. Of course, they're the defending champions. I believe they lost a couple of players, but I just feel like they're just a well-oiled machine. I just feel like they're going to be in the conversation. Will they be as good as last year? I don't know. They let their MVP go. They didn't want to give him the bag. I don't know who the replacement of, because I don't really know everything about the Seahawks, but they let their MVP go, right? And I know they lost a couple of players on defense, but that's what happens when you win the Super Bowl. But I still feel like they're going to be in the playoffs. I still feel like they're going to be a top 5 team. Sam Darnold, unfortunately, he's not on the Vikings no more. And he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Sam Darnold, why did you leave us? It's like, no, but all jokes aside, I feel like the Seahawks are definitely going to be a top 5 team. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come in the building. Get this stream out there. It's a little bit of a late stream. Shout out to Frox in the building. Appreciate you, my guy. But yeah, the Seahawks, Sam Darnold, and the way, he's just throwing dimes all over the place. And I feel like, Jackson Smith, I want to say congratulations. I think he's the highest paid. Is he the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL history right now? I think he got that bag, right? If I'm not mistaken. I feel like he got that bag. So he is definitely in the conversation. And he should be getting paid like that because he's one of the best wide receivers in the game. But congratulations to Jackson Smith. for getting that bag. Congratulations. I gotta give them a salute for that. AFC North going through my Patriots. We're gonna see about that. I'm gonna get to the AFC really soon. All right, so I got the Rams, I got the Seahawks for my top five the top 5 teams in the NFC. So I got the Rams, I got the Seahawks, and this is no specific order, y'all. I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles. I think they're going to have a bounce back season. I got a bad feeling they're going to also trade for Myles Garrett. I have a bad feeling. But my prediction is Myles Garrett is going to get traded to the Cowboys. That's my final prediction. But he's going to go to the NFC East. And that's just my opinion. We're going to definitely see what happens with that. But everybody in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for primetime games as well. I am a Viking fan. Yes, I am a Viking fan. You see the Adrian Peterson jersey on the wall. Y'all know the vibes over here. I don't got my Vikings in the top 5, really, because, they have to prove it. And I'm just trying to be as realistic as possible. But yeah, the Eagles, I think they're going to have a bounce back season, meaning they made the playoffs, but I'm talking about a team that's really a lot better offensively. The play calling is going to be so much better. Their offense is not going to be so stagnant. I feel like their offense is going to be so much better. I don't know what they're going to do with A.J. Brown. We'll see. I think they need to keep A.J. Brown. But then again, maybe not. Maybe they can get a first-round pick for him. I don't know. But the Eagles' defense always been good. But I just feel like the Eagles are definitely going to be a top 5 team. All right, so far I got the Rams, I got the Seahawks, I got the Eagles, and now for my 4th team in no specific order. And I don't know what I said in my short, but I gotta say this, man. It's just something about them Niners, man. Something about them dang on 49ers. No matter how many injuries they have, they're marching some way, somehow, going into the playoffs. And I don't understand it, bro. Brock Purdy is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Their head coach is one of the best coaches in the game. They just know what the heck they're doing. And I got a lot of respect for the 49ers. Coming from a Viking fan opinion, I'm just going to keep it real. If they're healthy on defense and Fred Warner comes back 100% and Bosa comes back 100%, they're going to be very dangerous. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think the 49ers are definitely a top 5 team in the NFC. Now, last but not least. Now, this is going to be hard, right? There's a lot of teams left. I would love to go Bears, but I would love to go Packers. I see a Packers fan in the building, but I'm going to say the Panthers. I don't know what offseason moves they made, but I just love how they're coached, and they look like they were confused about their quarterback, and now their quarterback is balling out right now, doing his thing, and that's a message that we probably shouldn't give up on J.J. McCarthy, but it's none of our decision. That is the coach's decision. That is the owner's decision. That's the GM's decision. So we don't have no power in the matter, but the fact that the Panthers are looking good and they're only going to get better this offseason, I think they're a top 5 team in the NFC. Now, shout out to, let me read some comments before I move on. Jordan Love, either good or horrible. That's a fact. Malik. Amen. San Francisco might be a dark horse. Yes, I got San Francisco 49ers as a top 5 team in the NFC as well. Yes, I think the 49ers. Oh, I said the Commanders. I did mention the Commanders. So I might have messed up my whole top 5. Like I probably mentioned 6 teams instead of 5 teams. But y'all get where I'm going with it. I think the Commanders are going to have a bounce back season also. I think Jaden Daniels is going to do his thing. He has to stay healthy, but I feel like the Commanders might end up being. So I'm going to take out the Panthers and I'm going to put the Commanders there. But anything can happen. This is just my opinion. When it comes down to it, I always say it's any given Sunday, and it's also any given year. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Get to some more comments. Jordan Love. Chris Farrell's in the building. Shout out to Chris Farrell in the building. I'm high on the Atlanta Falcons team. They got talent. Yeah, they got talent. We'll see what they do. Atlanta Falcons. They definitely got talent. But I don't got them in my top 5. I'll tell you that. I don't got them in my top 5. I say that respectfully speaking. Now, let's talk about. So let me go back over the top 5 for NFC. In no specific order. I got the Eagles. I got the Seahawks. I got the Niners. I got the Commanders. And what was the other team? Gosh, Lee. I'm missing a big team. So I said Eagles, Niners. I said Commanders. I said Rams, Seahawks. So Seahawks, Rams, Eagles, Commanders. And if I didn't say the Eagles, I'll say the Eagles. I keep forgetting what teams I mentioned. But those are the top 5 teams in my honest opinion. Keep a low cut, Brody. He said, keep a low cut, Brody. What's up with you, bro? How you doing, man? Salute to you. Let me write it down. Let me write this down. So I got the Eagles. Hold on. I'm going to write this down because I want to make sure I say it right. So I got the Eagles. I got the Commanders. I got the Seahawks. I got the Rams. And what's the other team? The 49ers. All right. That's what it is. Let me write that down. All right. So it's the 49ers, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Rams are the top 5 teams in the NFC. That's just my opinion. No, I don't gamble. But all right, now let's get to the AFC. Now let me write this down before I say it. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Let me write it down real quick. So I got the hold on, y'all. Hold on now. Hold on. All right. All right, I got it down. All right, so I got the Colts. I got the Broncos. I got the Ravens. I got the Bills. And I got the Chiefs as a top 10 team. No, top 5 team in the AFC. So those are the top 5 teams in the AFC. And then in the NFC, I got the 49ers, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't got the Giants as a top 5. I'm talking about top 5, bro. I'm not just talking about a team that could be good and get into the playoffs. I'm talking about the 5 teams in the top 5 teams in the AFC and the top 5 the top 5 teams in the NFC. So in the NFC, again, I got the Niners, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Seahawks, the Rams. In the AFC, I got the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, the Broncos, and the Colts. Those are the top 5 teams that in my opinion. Will that actually happen? I don't know. We're going to definitely see because like I said, any given year, a team that didn't make the playoffs might mess around, make the playoffs this year. A team that made the playoffs might not make the playoffs this 2026 NFL season that's coming up. So we're going to definitely see. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button so we can get this out there to a whole bunch of people. And give me your opinion. Who do you think are the top 5 teams in the AFC and the NFC? Not just good teams in general, but like your specific, like your top 5 team. Is it? Let me get you out of here because this guy is a weirdo. Gotta have to get him out. But top 5 teams for the AFC, top 5 teams for the NFC. Put it in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel. How do y'all feel about it? All right, now let me give you some more context, right? So when you talk about the NFC, and I know things changed. The teams are losing players and they're going to gain players as well. When you talk about offense, the Rams were the number 1 offense in 2025. That's part of the reason why I'm talking about they're the number 1 offense in the whole entire NFL. That's part of the reason why I got them as a top 5 team. They have Matthew Stafford, one of the best quarterbacks in the game. They have one of the best coaches. They're just really, really good, right? And then I have the Bills, their top 5 offense. So I got the Bills as a top 5 team in the AFC. And then I got the Seahawks, of course, they're top 7, and they're tied with the 49ers. So I got both of those teams top 5 in the NFC, the Seahawks and the 49ers. When you talk about the Colts, they're top 10 offense. I got them going into the playoffs, and I got them as a top 5 team in the AFC. I got the Broncos, they're number 10. I got them a top 5 team in the AFC because they got one of the best defenses, debatably the best defense in the whole entire NFL. And then you got, let me keep going. When I talk about the Chiefs, the only reason why I say the Chiefs, right? And y'all already know, if Patrick Mahomes is healthy, it all depends on if he's healthy or not. I just feel like he's the best quarterback in the game right now. And I think it's like I'm a big Josh Allen guy, so it's kind of but Patrick Mahomes is definitely the number 1 quarterback right now. But yeah, man, if he's healthy with Andy Reid, the best coach quarterback combination in the NFL right now, yeah, that's gonna be tough to stop, right? And then let's talk about the Bills. Where the Bills rank in 2025 with their offense? Because I'm like, oh, they're number 4. So Bills are top 5 in my opinion. They're number 4 in total offense. In the Bills, they got DJ Moore in the offseason from the Bears. So I like that. What else? The only reason why I didn't put the Texans in top 5 because I just feel like CJ, he got to do better, man. He just been struggling. I like Stroud, man, but he just been struggling big time, bro. Like, I don't know what's up with Bull. All right, so we got Bo Nix is healthy if I'm hearing right, unless Bo. Yeah, he got to be healthy. Yeah, this is me saying it as if everybody's healthy. If Lamar Jackson's healthy, if Josh Allen's healthy, whoever got hurt last season, I don't think Josh Allen got hurt, but I'm just saying everybody has to be healthy. This is me saying, I'm saying this as if everybody's healthy. Right. For the NFC, if there is a good quarterback play, Vikings number 5, 49ers number 4, Rams number 3, Eagles number 2, Seahawks number 1. I like that. I truly love your 5. I didn't put the Vikings in Dean Johnson just because I'm a Viking fan. I mean, I could put him in there. I just feel like I feel like the Vikings have to prove what they can do offensively. There's still this big question offensively, not even just quarterback, it's just offense in general because our offense was ranked number 29th or 28th in total offense, which is horrible. So I'm a little bit iffy, even though I do feel like the Vikings will make the playoffs. I don't know if I can put them top 5, but I think they will be very good. Now I got to see how this offense is going to look. I got to see how this offense is going to look. Nah, it's over for the Chiefs. I don't know if it's over for the Chiefs, bro. Hey, listen, if Patrick Mahomes is healthy, it's not over. Listen, we're going to see. We're going to definitely see. Everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button, Also, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. That's how I feel. Like there's so much stuff going on around the world. I'm not going to get into detail about it, but I just want this channel to be a channel where everybody can feel comfortable and just vibe. You know what I mean? Have good vibes over here. What's going on, Rudy? How are you doing? Jared Goff is making noise. Yeah, and the right OC. Yes, I think that's true. That's true. Travis needs to retire. Yes. Yeah, I know. Kelsey, they're going to have to get a wide receiver. I know that. They're going to have to get a wide receiver. The Chiefs, they're going to have to get a tight end. They're going to have to figure it out. Let's not act like Jared Goff is. Oh, no, I'll never say that. But I don't got the Lions as top 5. Now, if you're talking about like playoff teams, yeah, I think the Lions have the potential to be a playoff team. I just feel like there's too many teams in the NFC North that could possibly make it. Like, I feel like my Vikings are going to make it. I feel like the Bears might take a step back, but they can definitely make it. The Packers can definitely make it. So that's why I just was like, I ain't going to even. A whole division can make the. Can a whole division make the playoffs? I know that might be a stupid question, but there's no such thing as a stupid question. All right, now let me. What else? 49ers in total offense was ranked 20, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The 49ers, with all those injuries, bro, for them to be um not ranked number 32 is just crazy to me. They had so many injuries during the season, but I got them as a top 5 team in the NFC. What else? What? Ravens were ranked number 24th in total offense. And most of that is because of Lamar Jackson being hurt for most of the year. Lamar Jackson, well, not I don't even know if he missed most of the year, but he just didn't look right when he did come back. He looked like he was still kind of nursing some injuries, and you could tell he wasn't the Lamar Jackson that won the MVP 2 times. So if he's healthy, I feel like the Ravens would definitely be a top 5 team in the AFC, and that's just my opinion. Now, there's other teams that can definitely mess up my top 5 in both conferences. Like the Vikings could definitely be in the top 5. And I honestly think they probably will be, but I'm trying to be like, all right, I can't, I'm trying as a Viking fan, I always put them there. So, and I should probably put them there because I think they have a chance, but I have so many questions offensively. I'm being optimistic, but we'll see what happens. And I feel like if we get better play calling, we established the run. We have a good draft. I don't want to say decent. I'm gonna say a great draft. And either Kyler Murray or JJ McCarthy stays healthy, whoever the starter is, and I feel like we'll be good. But there's a lot of questions. Offensively, not defensively. All right, so let's talk about the defense, right? So, all right, let me just put it out here. Hold on. Defense. Okay, defense. So number 1 defense last year was the Texans. I got the Texans out of the playoffs only because Stroud just I'm a big supporter of Stroud. I think Stroud is a good quarterback, a solid quarterback / good quarterback. He has those moments where he looks like he's like Jordan Love, right? It's like he had these moments where you're like, man, this man is just the best, one of the best in the game. And then he'll have these moments where you're like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like, why did you make that throw? Did you not see the safety right there? And that's the reason why I don't have the Texans as a top 5 team. I didn't say they wasn't going to make the playoffs. Now, as a top 5 team, I don't have them as a top 5. But their defense is so amazing. That's why they're number 1. And then Broncos, the number 2 defense. I got them as a top 5 in the AFC. Their defense, and if Bo Nix, of course, if he's going to be healthy, they're going to be pretty darn good. Vikings are number 3. Let's go. Number 3 defense. You know those vibes over here. Yeah. You know those vibes over here. You know the vibes. And in the Browns. And we're going to talk about the Browns a little bit later because I want to talk about Myles Garrett. But the Browns are ranked number 4. But there's a lot of speculation about Myles Garrett being traded. All right, so then we got the Chargers as the 5th best defense. I did not know that. Seahawks have the number 6. This got to be a lie because the Bills defense ain't all that, and they're a top 10. How is the Bills a top 10 defense? Something ain't right. I don't know listen, numbers lie sometimes. I'm gonna keep it real. Patriots is number 8. And I want to put the Patriots as a top 5 team, but I just can't. Too many good teams. But I will say they will make the playoffs. The Saints have the 9th best deep. Get out of here.
Stop.
Bro. Really?
Cap. Really?
In total defense, you got them number 9. The Chiefs got number 10. The Jags got number 11. All right, so the Eagles are 13. I got them in the playoffs. Top 5 team. I got the Rams. They're number 17. They got to improve their secondary, in which they did in the offseason. Their defensive line is really good, but their secondary was the one that got destroyed against Sam Darnold in the playoffs in that NFC Championship game. And they made, what's his name, McDuffie, and another corner they signed. So I think the Rams will definitely make the playoffs. Then you got the Niners. They're number 20. If they're healthy, they're going to be top 10, in my honest opinion, in defense. Titans, I don't even worry about them. And then same with the Colts. Colts got hurt late in the season as well. And the Colts, I feel like, are going to make the playoffs. And I feel like they're going to be a top 5 team in the AFC. You got the Bengals number 31. You got the Commanders number 32. You got the what? Hold on, man. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong list, man. This is 2025. Oh yeah, this is 2025 too. I'm looking at 2025. Okay. All right. So yeah. So those are the top defenses. So I'm just thinking some of this is going to transition into 2026. Some of these top defenses, like the Broncos, definitely the Texans, the Vikings, the Browns if they keep Myles Garrett. Um, I didn't know the Chargers defense was that good. They're number 5. That's crazy. I did not know about the Chargers. I gotta do some research on them. How's everybody doing? Oh man, I'm doing wonderful, man. Rudy, man, God is good, man. Just thankful for everything that's happening. We just vibing, man. We just vibing. Um, you know, I'm just happy to be talking to y'all, but everything's good. Everything is everything. I have nothing to complain about. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to complain about. Um, y'all need to draft a quarterback. Oh my gosh, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Why you feel like we gotta draft a quarterback? We already got a quarterback. We already drafted JJ McCarthy. We have Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray. And we have Carson Wentz. We have 3 quality quarterbacks. Now we gotta make sure they stay healthy. I think Kyler Murray will be the starter, but I think we're good in the quarterback room. I think we're all right. Arizona got Green Bay Packers coach brother and Matt turned Green Bay Packers around without Aaron Rodgers. Can Arizona Card new head coach have success in Arizona? We'll see. We'll see. Let me look at some of these. I missed some of these comments too. I feel like the only reason why the Chiefs were good because they relied heavily on Mahomes, but now Mahomes can't carry the team anymore. They need communication. Yeah, the ultimate thing is a team sport. Don't forget, they did have a defense. They do have a defense. They got rid of their corners though. Like I don't know what they're doing with their defense, man. We'll see what they do in the draft, but um, yeah, I feel like if Patrick Mahomes is healthy, he can carry the Chiefs, but even the best quarterback can't do it all. You know what I mean? Even Tom Brady couldn't do it all. Like you can't win a Super Bowl even if you have the best quarterback in the game. You got to have a team. You got to have a good special teams. You got to have a pretty good defense. Yes, a good quarterback can cover up deficiencies, but they can't cover up all the deficiencies. They can't do it. It's just one. He's one player that's the most important player, but he can't do it all. So yeah, I agree. We'll see what he looks like coming off of this injury, but we'll see. Um, Last year the Vikings had offensive line play no quarterback play and still were 9. Yes, that's true. 9 in yes at the end of the season if their offensive line play quarterback. Yes, quarterback play look out. Yes, I feel like the main thing for the Vikings is they got to get the draft right when it comes to getting a center because I don't think they're going to go for a center in free agency. I think they're going to go get a center in the draft. I'm a big Jake Slaughter guy. All right, and then when you get to the offensive line, we just got to stay healthy. Like Will Fries, I think he was healthy the whole season, but Donovan Jackson got hurt. Brian O'Neill got hurt. Christian Darrisaw got hurt. So it's really just a health thing because we got 2 Pro Bowlers at the tackle position. It's all about health. And depending on who the quarterback is, I think it's gonna be Kyler Murray. If he gives us decent quarterback play, with good play calling from Kevin O'Connell, and we establish the run game, I feel like the Vikings can honestly be a top 5 team, or at least I don't even care about being a top 5 team when it comes to the Vikings. All I care about is getting to the playoffs and see what happens. You can't win a Super Bowl if you don't get into the dance. You can't win a Super Bowl if you're not in the playoffs. So as long as the Vikings can get into the playoffs, I'm confident that we can make a run because I believe in what Brian Flores is doing with this defense. I believe in the talent that we have on this team. It's just about making it all come together because I love our special teams. When it comes to our field goal kicker, and by the way, I'm gonna get Will Riker's jersey. I'm gonna buy his jersey. I like him. I also love the fact that we do have the debatably the best wide receiver in the game in Justin Jefferson. We have a good wide receiver in Jordan Addison. We have a pretty solid tight end in TJ Hawkinson. He's going to probably have a bounce back year. It's just about getting healthy and good play calling and trying to establish the run a lot more, so you're not putting so much pressure on either Kyler Murray or JJ McCarthy. You got to establish the run a little bit more than what we did last year. Um, and I agree with you though, bro. I feel like the Vikings have a chance to really be a very good team, but I want them to be a very good team mainly in the playoffs. Like I want to be a good team in the regular season to get to the playoffs, but I'm not really focusing as a Viking fan. I'm not really focusing on like I wouldn't mind if they were the number 1 seed or the number 2 seed, but I'm more focusing on them being healthy and having the you know, the team chemistry at the right time to make a run in the playoffs. Um, but yeah, shout out to you, bro, for that comment. All right, let me see what this is. The backup center that played. Yeah, the backup center that played. What was the backup center that played? Was it Oh gosh, Blake Brandle? Was it Blake Brandle? I want to say Blake Brandle, but was it Blake Brandle? I think it was Blake Brandle. I'm not really sure, but I feel like I would love to draft. I want to draft a Pro Bowl center. I want us to take a chance in the draft and go get a center. I'm not saying first round. I'm not even saying second round. Go get them in the third round. There's about 5 centers in this draft that can be pretty good possibly. You know what I mean? Who will the Vikings number 3 wide receiver be this year? I think the Vikings number 3 wide receiver is to be denounced to be announced possibly in the next few weeks, especially after the draft. If they don't get him in the draft, maybe it's Ty Felton, maybe it's DeAndre Hopkins. I know that's a lot of speculation about DeAndre Hopkins and him wanting to. He was like, yo, if Kyler Murray needs me, I got his back. The same thing goes with the Vikings. Yo, call me up. You know what I mean? In other words, that's what he was saying. Yo, I'm down. You know what I mean? Give me the bag, give me some money, vet minimum, and he could be our third wide receiver. That would be good, in my opinion. I'm not asking him to be wide receiver 1. I'm just wanting him to be wide receiver 3. Sometimes be wide receiver 2 some days. But we already got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, so he doesn't have to take the number 1 corner. That's what people keep forgetting. Oh, he lost a step. Yeah, he might have lost a step due to injuries. I get it. But you're talking about wide receiver 3. He's going against the third cornerback, bro. I think DeAndre Hopkins can cook the third cornerback. That's just my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I think Ty Felton, I hope he does get an opportunity. It's a shame that he didn't get more of an opportunity last season, but the team was just so up and down when it comes to the offense that it was like they wasn't going to give him a true opportunity. He was in special teams. He had a couple of plays, but they didn't give him enough opportunities. Kevin O'Connell got to win at least 1 playoff game to keep his job. Now he got to do more for me, bro. Like I got to see more, bro. Like, I'm tired of losing, bro. I want to win a dang on Super Bowl. I'm not saying we're gonna win it next season, definitely, but I'm just gonna say it. We win in the Super Bowl. Look, I'm gonna speak it into existence, bro. Like for instance, right? When the season started last season, right? Even though the Seahawks signed Sam Darnold, nobody thought the Seahawks was just going to go to the Super Bowl and win. Nope. And same with the Patriots. Unless you're a Patriots fan, you probably didn't think that was going to go to the Super Bowl. Patriots went to the Super Bowl. So, like, I look at it like this. Why not us? Why do we have to feel like we have to wait like so many years to get to the top, the mountaintop? Bro, listen, we get into Super Bowl every single year. I don't care, bro. At least get to the playoffs and see what happens. But I understand what you're saying. Kevin O'Connell should be fired. If he doesn't win at least 1 playoff game, he should be fired. Honestly, if we don't get to the NFC Championship game, he should be fired. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. We better get to the NFC Championship game. I got to see some progression. It's not enough for me to have a lot of wins in a regular season. I want playoff wins because playoff wins That's when you get Super Bowls. You got to win in the playoffs. And that's just me talking that talk.
Talk
You feel
that
me?
talk.
I ain't worrying about regular. Listen, I care about regular season, right? To get into the playoffs. We have to have enough wins to get into the playoffs, but I care more about the postseason. Facts, bro. But Troy, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I have no clue what you're talking about. You said when, what change? What changed? What you talking about? What you talking about? You talking to someone in the chat? But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for some primetime games as well. Now, let me talk about the Myles Garrett rumors. We're going to really talk about it, bro. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. All right, now let me talk about this Myles Garrett stuff, man. Because as a Viking fan, I just got to give you my opinion. I feel like, all right, because they're saying this article written by John Breach wrote it today. He said Myles Garrett landing spots, why trade rumors could heat up after Browns modify his contract. So I was reading some articles and they modified his contract, modified his what is it? His bonus, optional bonus or something like that. And since they did it, it made the Browns it made it easier for the Browns to trade Myles Garrett. So let me just read this article. I'm gonna skim read it. So this is what this brother is saying. He said the Cleveland Browns haven't indicated they're looking to trade Myles Garrett. And I say that's cap.
Stop the
That's
cap.
cap.
Really.
Um,
Stop the cap.
I feel like it's cap. The reason why is because once a team offers a good enough amount of like for instance, 3 first-round picks or something crazy like that, they're going to trade Myles Garrett. This has been going on for the longest with Myles Garrett. Even though he got the bag from the Browns, listen, bro. It's just like listen, imagine a all-time great player in his prime, right? Still in his prime. He's 30 years old, but he's still in his prime. The best pass rusher in the game. Not really happy about your team because your team isn't competing right now. It's not competing for a playoff, like the playoffs. Maybe next year, I don't know. They do have a good defense, but still, their offense is up and down, right? If you can get something for him now, while there's a lot of teams that's interested in him, anything can happen. I'm not wishing injuries on nobody, but an injury can happen. Then the value definitely goes down, and you're going to still have to pay this man, right? So if there's 10 teams interested in Myles Garrett, and listen, if someone offers you 3 first-round picks, are you going to pass that up? You're not passing up 3 first-round picks. You're not. So of course they're going to say, yes, they're not going to make it seem like they're trading him, but they're getting calls. They're not going to put it out there. They want to make sure the value that they can get back for Myles Garrett can push them to the mountaintop of the AFC and possibly get a Super Bowl. That's what they're trying to do. If Myles Garrett is in his prime and you can get 3 first-round picks for him, bro, you better do it. I'm just saying, or 2 first-round picks and like a couple of second-round picks, bro, you better do it. Build your franchise. But the thing about it is just because you get all these picks don't mean it's going to plan out to be a player like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is one of the greatest pass rushers probably in NFL history at this point. You know what I mean? He's one of them guys. So you better get something back and you better draft the right players that can possibly replace him, which is it's going to be very hard. But it's a numbers game. How many draft picks are you getting? How many first round picks? How many second round picks? And if 3 out of the 4 playing out, then it's worth it. You know what I mean? All right, so so they did make all right, this week, Sports Series. All right, so the Browns modified language in Garrett's contract to push some of his payments into the future per ESPN. Garrett was set to receive an option. So it was the option bonus. Yeah, option bonus on the 15th day of the league year, March 25th. But both sides agreed to push that date to 7 days before the first regular season game. The move means the Browns won't have to pay them that money until September and wouldn't have to pay it all if Garrett isn't on the roster. Garrett also has option bonuses in 2027 and 2028 that have been pushed to 7 days before the start of those seasons. Wow. Yeah, I think the Browns are going to trade him. Trade him to a team, bro. Trade him to a contender. Just don't trade him to the Eagles. Don't trade him to trade him in the AFC. Don't trade him in the NFC. Trade him to the AFC. Don't trade him to the NFC. Not the Eagles, not the Rams, not the Commanders, not the Niners, none of them. None of the teams in the NFC, unless you want to trade them to the Vikings. Now, we don't have no picks, really, and we ain't trying to give up no picks. But if you don't want them all like that, we can make a little bit of a swap. Like we'll give you Jonathan Gennard and we'll give you 2 first-round picks or just 1 first-round pick and a future second-round pick. I don't know. But you can have Jonathan Gennard and all that. And Jonathan Gennard is a good player. He ain't Myles Garrett, but he's a good player. And you can have a first-round pick, this year's first-round pick, and you can have 2 second-round picks or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, unless it's the Minnesota Vikings, do not trade Myles Garrett in any team in the NFC. No team can I talk that talk.
Talk that.
Don't trade
talk.
him in the NFC. Please don't. Please don't. I'm going to get to the comments real quick. I said should have been gone after last season. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Yeah. Kevin O'Connell. Yeah, you're right, man. I'm trying to be optimistic with Kevin O'Connell, but it's hard. It is hard. It's very hard. Minnesota, I'm interested. Let's say Kyler struggles in the season. Kevin O'Connell and Kyler and put in JJ McCarthy. And then what if JJ McCarthy struggles? If everybody struggles, then I think Kevin O'Connell needs to just go because you can bench Kyler because it's only 1-year contract and back up. Yep, that's true. That is true. All right, let me get back to the article. Now, last year, Garrett requested a trade, right? See, this is the funny thing, right? So he requested a trade last season, bruh. Last season, he requested a trade, but the Cleveland stayed after he stayed. Hold up. Last year, Garrett requested a trade out of Cleveland, but he stayed after signing a massive 4-year, $160 million extension. Money. Oh my gosh. With the new language added this week, the Browns have opened the door to potentially trading him this offseason. In the first season of his new deal, Garrett won NFL Defensive Player of the Year after setting an NFL single-season record with 23 sacks. So his trade value has never been higher. Exactly. You might as well trade him, but just trade him in the AFC. That's all I ask. Do not, unless it's the Vikings, trade him to the AFC. From salary cap standpoint, here's why the deal would now be easier. All right, so this is what he said. Before the contract change, the Browns would have taken a $70.3 million dead cap hit if they traded Garrett before June 1st. After June 1st, this is important right here. After June 1st, that hit could be spread over 2 seasons, $21.4 million in 2026 and about $48.7 million in 2027. But a pre-draft trade would still have carried the full $70.3 million charge, making a deal difficult. With the new language, right, the Browns would take a $41 million dead cap hit if they traded Garrett before June 1st. After June 1st, the hit will be $15.53 million in 2026 and about $25.56 million in 2027. Those are far more manageable figures, which is why a trade shouldn't be ruled I got a feeling he getting traded to the Cowboys, y'all. Also, Paul George came back looking for. Oh yeah, exactly. Shout out to my guy. Vikings going to have a great season. Exactly. Skull Christopher Real. I give Justin Jefferson to the Browns for Myles Garrett because Myles Garrett can rack up sacks and impact no matter what. If you're exactly. So Justin Jefferson becomes a non-factor. Justin Jefferson only had 2 TDs. Yeah, but that was the only 2D. The only reason why his stats were so bad is because you know why. We ain't had nobody throwing him the ball consistently because everybody kept getting hurt. You know what I mean? And the play calling was horrible as well. Is Justin Jefferson going to get traded? I don't think he's getting traded. No. Justin Jefferson is going to be a Minnesota Viking probably for his whole career. Hopefully he is. I just hope we have better play calling from Kevin O'Connell. And shout out to you. I just hope that we have more of a established offensive line, meaning they're all healthy for the whole entire season. I just hope that whoever the quarterback is, whether it is JJ McCarthy or Kyler Murray, they can just stay healthy and just be decent, bro. That's all we asking is decent quarterback play. We not asking for you to be Patrick Mahomes. We're not asking you to be Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford, Sam. Well, shoot, Sam Darnold really good. So we just want you to be decent. Can Kyler Murray or JJ McCarthy be decent and be healthy for the whole entire season? That's all we want. And if they're decent with a very good defense behind them, we will make the playoffs. And sky's the limit once you make the playoffs. Anything can happen. Anything can happen when you get to the playoffs. Anything. We just witnessed the Patriots, even though the Patriots made the playoffs, but they had a very good defense behind them, behind Drake May. And Drake May was playing like an MVP for most of the season. You know what I mean? So that's a little bit different. He was playing like an MVP. He was playing beyond a decent average quarterback. He was playing outstanding the whole entire year. And he's only 23 years old. Only 23 years old. But yeah, is Justin Jefferson will never get traded. And if does Vikings GM is yeah. Unless he requests a trade, I'm not trading Justin Jefferson. Like that's not gonna happen. I hope not. He's so good. Yeah, we not trading him. We better not trade him. If we trade Justin Jefferson, that would be the biggest mistake. Everybody that's in the building, thank you so much for vibing with me. I'm going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It will really help the channel out. And also, another announcement I want to say is we're going live for the NFL draft. We're also going live for every single Viking game. I keep saying it. We're going live for primetime games. Not all, but some. But shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. But please make sure you hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And hit the subscribe button and share. If you know anybody that's a Viking fan, share. Tell them about your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Y'all know those vibes. Let's go. All right, so quarterback is definitely Kyler Murray. I don't think it's a question. JJ needs to get healthy and learn like Jordan Love's situation. Man, I don't know, man. I think they gave. I personally feel like the Vikings. Not the Vikings. I personally think Kevin O'Connell and the head coach not the head coach, and the owners gave up on JJ McCarthy, but we'll see. We shall see. I hope I'm wrong, but we shall see. I think Kyler Murray is going to be pretty darn good for the Vikings. Jordan Addison, I seen a trade rumor to the Tennessee Titans. Woo! Give us your first round pick. I think their first round pick is number 4, so we're not getting that, but I don't know. I don't know if they traded Jordan Addison, but listen, it just depends, bro. So you wouldn't take Myles Garrett for Justin Jefferson. I'm very, very like, it's so hard, bro, because I look at it like this. I love Myles Garrett. I think he's the best defensive player probably in the game. I think the best defensive player is him or Fred Warner. But honestly, though, it's very hard for me not to want to keep JJ McCarthy because it's a little bit more like we drafted him and he's so good. But I get what you're saying. You made valid points when it comes down to it. Justin Jefferson is only going to be as good as the quarterback that's throwing him the ball sometimes, right? If you ain't throwing him the ball, what's he going to do? Myles Garrett doesn't need help to be productive. And I always say defense wins championships. So I get it. But for me, I don't know. I gotta really think that through. I love Myles Garrett though. I think he's one of them guys that can really just destroy the game, bro. Like it's such a good question. It's not like, oh, I'm definitely keeping Justin Jefferson. I will have to really consider that. Like I will have to really think about that. Like man, that is something that is hard to say no. If you say no, it's a hard no. It's not going to be, oh, no, we're never trade you. No, you talk about Myles Garrett. He is debatably the best defensive player in the game. I didn't just say edge rusher. I'm talking about in general. So, yeah. Harrison Smith, I don't want him back. I want him to retire and get young safety back there. He's too slow. Yeah, he's not the same like he was. He's a good leader. I think we need even if he doesn't retire, Aiden, I feel like we should definitely draft a safety. I'm not confident in I know Josh Metellus is more like a hybrid. He all right. Theo Jackson, I didn't see enough. And what's the other? Jay Ward, I didn't see enough, bro. So no matter what, the Vikings gotta go safety in this draft. If the Vikings don't go safety in this draft, I'm talking about first 3 rounds. You better go safety in the first 3 rounds. One of the rounds, either the first, second, or third, you better draft the safety in one of those rounds. You cannot go out of the first 3 rounds without one of the top safeties. I want what's the name? Is it AJ Halsey? Is that his name? Let me just double check because I think I might be saying his name wrong. But I want the bull from LSU. Yeah, I want the bull from AJ. I want AJ, bro. I was watching his highlights, bro. Listen, I was watching his some film, bro. I said, yo, this dude is a great tackler. He's a good cover safety. That man's a dog, bro. And he big hitter, bro. When he hits you, you're going down. You're going down. You're not breaking that tackle. You're going down. AJ is the guy I will absolutely love I wouldn't mind Harrison Smith coming back, to be honest with you, and have our rookie safety learn from one of the best safeties in Minnesota Viking history. Hey, listen, that young safety that could be a star like AJ can, give Harrison Smith, some more time. Maybe Harrison Smith, he don't have to have all the responsibility like he has. And like I said, AJ's a good cover safety. He can cover, man. He will intercept the ball. He's going to bat that ball down. I wouldn't mind Harrison Smith staying one more season, just to mentor. And he's not the worst. Yes, he does. He's slower than he was, right? He's not the same Harrison Smith like 5 years ago. No, but he's still decent enough to be on the team. Yes, I still want to draft a safety. I still want to get younger, but still, this is the year I feel like the Vikings can can actually be a contender, and I would love to have him on that field for the Vikings one last year and have a young safety like AJ. It can listen. We might be able to do something, bro, with that. Yes, skull, Christopher Real. And Harrison Smith is a legend. Yeah, he's a legend, definitely. One of my favorite players, definitely, is Harrison Smith. I can honestly do a mock draft if y'all want me to. I take Harrison Smith as a safety coach, maybe a secondary coach in the future. Yo, yes, definitely, bro. Definitely. Hands down. You think this can finally be the year that Buffalo Bills can come out of the AFC? Yeah, I feel like the Buffalo Bills have a chance. They always have a chance with Josh Allen. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I got him top 2 or top 3. I got him probably top 2, to be honest with you. Only quarterback that I could probably put over him is Patrick Mahomes. And you know what I mean? That's the only guy. Like, I don't put no other quarterback above him. And I say that respectfully to all the other good quarterbacks in the game. I just feel like Josh Allen is that good. You know what I mean? Yes, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. But yeah, man. So we have a lot of questions. I mean, I do like Myles Garrett, but I don't know if I could trade JJ for Myles Garrett. I don't know if I could do that. But all right, these are some of the teams that Myles Garrett could potentially get traded to, right? So the 49ers, in no specific order, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Bills. Wow, even the Bills? Wow. Yo, if the Bills get, oh my gosh. If the Bills get Myles Garrett, bro, oh my gosh, bro, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Anybody that gets Myles Garrett is gonna be good. Like, I think the Cowboys will be super dangerous if they get Myles Garrett. My prediction, like I said earlier in the live stream, is like I don't want him going to any NFC team, but I have a feeling that he's gonna get traded to the Cowboys. I got a feeling he's gonna go to the Cowboys. Just a gut feeling I have that Myles Garrett will get traded to the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Are they right? Oh, the Patriots are here. They right there with the Bills. Yeah, Patriots. I love their defense. I love you know how I feel about Drake May. They always have a chance. You know what I mean? They always have a chance. I don't got them top 5 in the AFC though. I don't got them top 5. My top 5 is the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, the Broncos, and the Colts. And I could be wrong. In the NFC, that's the AFC. The NFC, in no specific order, I got the 49ers, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Rams. Marcus is in the building. Yes, everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. All right, get that. Yes, Marcus, I literally just said, I don't know if you just got on the live and heard me say it or you read in my mind, bro. I said get the bull from LSU. AJ Halsey, bro. Get him, bro. Or Toledo. I want AJ. I want AJ the most. I want AJ. Get me AJ. Get me AJ in the second round. Give me AJ in the second round, bro. For real. I like the bull from Toledo as well, but give me AJ, bro. If I was y'all, I'll go Bud Clark or Kamari Ramsey. Okay. But listen, that AJ from LSU safety is a beast. So, someone in a good way, someone going to have to give up 3 first-round draft picks for Garrett. Yeah, unless they add like a Pro Bowl player. Of course, that any Pro Bowl player that you can name probably ain't going to be on the level of Myles Garrett. But still, that can help you out when it comes to picks. So, like, say you give, like, for example, say the Vikings were in a good situation where they can trade for Myles Garrett, right? So we'll give up Jonathan Gennard and we'll give up 2 first-round picks. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings, Myles Garrett. I'll take that in a heartbeat. I would not care. Go get me Myles Garrett. I want to win a Super Bowl right now. Imagine Myles Garrett with Brian Flores, and Dallas Turner, Andrew Van Ginkel, Blake Cashman. Oh my gosh. Hypothetically speaking, I know it ain't going to happen, y'all. I know it ain't going to happen, but guess what? I'm just going to talk that talk about it.
Talk that talk.
Because there's always a possibility. You know what I mean? There's always a possibility. But yeah, hypothetically speaking for the Vikings. And it's hard to win. The rival Patriots can win back to back. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard. Yup. Once you get to the Super Bowl, it's very hard. I just don't want Myles Garrett to go to Green. Oh my gosh, I don't want him going to no team in the NFC. No, not the Packers, not the Bears, not the Eagles, not the 49ers, not the Cowboys. None of them, bro. Keep him in the AFC, bro. I don't want to face him into the Super Bowl. I don't want to listen. I'm not scared of Myles Garrett because we'll beat the brakes off of Myles Garrett if we had to go against him. But I'd rather not have that problem until the Super Bowl because the Vikings will be Super Bowl champions and win Super Bowl 61. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
Let's go, baby. because I hate to see Miles Garrett twice. Yeah, heck, man, you don't even got your own team. Yes, I don't. And the only reason, listen, honestly, I could easily put the Vikings in, but that'd be too easy to put them in there. You know what I mean? I'm a Viking fan, so it's obvious I could put them in. Am I sure I have them as like if it wasn't, I feel like they could be a top 5, but my biggest question is offense. Like if I'm being realistic, I am nervous about offense because I don't know what it's going to look like. But if we just have average play, bro, we're going to be good, bro. We're going to be good for real. We're going to be real good. Marcus said top 5 AFC: Chiefs, Pats, Bengals, Bills, Chargers. You know what's up? You know what's crazy? I could have easily put the Chargers there too. I like the Chargers as well. I got the Chargers. I'm not talking about playoff teams, y'all. I'm talking about just top 5. That's just my opinion. I feel like the Patriots are going to make the playoffs. Bills can have a surprising season. But the thing about the Bengals is they have to be healthy, bro. Like Bill, listen, bro. Hey, listen, bloated toad. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully speaking, you can have your opinion, bro. You can have who's your team? Who's your team, bro? Because I guarantee you, my team, the Vikings, will beat the brakes off your team. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Don't be a hater. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Everybody in the building, make sure you hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. But yeah, the Vikings won 9 games, so they're not bad. Like the Vikings aren't terrible. We just had terrible play calling and a terrible offense. If our offense was a little bit better, we would have made the playoffs. The Vikings defense was number 3 in total defense, so that is not bad. A top 3 defense is not bad at all. Talk that talk. You already know, bro. You already know, bro.
Talk that talk.
Yeah. Also, Space is a good song. I recommend checking it. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out. Chargers choke every playoffs. Yeah, but it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time because they got a good coach. I think their coach is very good. So it's only a matter of time. They have the talent. They have a good quarterback. I think Justin Herbert, yes, he hasn't won a playoff game yet in his career, but I think that he's a decent quarterback. I think he's actually not even decent. I think he's a good quarterback. He just has to put it together in the playoffs, man. That is his issue. But I feel like since they have a very good coach, that could be a dark horse team, honestly. My bull said honorable mention: Broncos, NFC, Rams, AFC, 49ers, Seahawks, Bears. Yeah. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Who are you taking, Trevor Lawrence or Herbert? Woo! I'm going Herbert. I think I'm going to Herbert. Like if I had to choose, like Trevor Lawrence showed me some things last season, but I think I'm gonna go Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert, I trust him more than I trust Trevor Lawrence. It's just that Justin Herbert, he got to figure it out in the playoffs, but he's so good. Like he's a good quarterback, man. Do I put him top 5 quarterback? No, but he's a top 10 quarterback in the game. I'll put Justin Herbert as a top 10. There's not many quarterbacks better than Justin Herbert. He just hasn't won. You know what I mean? But he's a very good quarterback. I think he is. And like I said, they got a coach that is a very good coach, and we'll see what happens. What's going on, Orson? Thoughts? Shout out to you. Bengals are top 5 AFC team when Joe play at least 80%. Yes, the Bengals are so good. It's just I didn't put him in the top 5, bro, just because of what you just said. Because of him. If he is healthy, definitely the Bengals could easily be a top 5. Now, what did they do defensively in the offseason, and what are they going to do in the draft? I think the draft and free agency is going to be very important for the Bengals to really improve because their defense was horrible last season. Like their defense, it was the last, I think 32. Matter of fact, let me just check. I think the Bengals defense was ranked number 32. How many teams are in the NFL? 32. So if they're ranked 32, oh, actually, my bad. The Cowboys defense is 32. The Bengals are 31. No, my bad. The Commanders defense is 32. And the Bengals defense is 31. Cowboys are 30. So the Bengals are ranked number 31 in total defense. I don't care how good a quarterback play you have. You're not winning anything. I don't care if it was Tom Brady in his prime. You're not winning anything if your defense is that horrible. But I get it. The reason why the defense was probably horrible because they didn't have Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow changes that because they're going to be on the field. They're not going to go 3 and out. So I understand. I know a great quarterback can cover up the deficiencies to the point where the defense looks better than what it probably is. I'm pretty sure the Bengals defense is better than ranked number 31. They're probably more like in the 20s. And with a healthy Joe Burrow, they probably can be in the late teens, an average defense. That's all they need is an average defense with Joe Burrow throwing dimes and a good offensive line that can block for him, throwing dimes to Jamar Chase and Higgins. Yeah, that could look pretty good. That can look pretty good. That can look really good, actually. I'm taking Trevor and plus Trevor on Justin in the playoffs. Okay, I got you. That's a valid. Did you hear Caleb Williams wants to trademark the Iceman nickname for real? Stealing George Iceman Garvin NBA legend. Hey, listen, I don't know. He better trademark it, man. He will be taking people's trademarks. So if you come up with an invention, bro, you better trademark that. You better patent that bad boy. You better patent it. People be stealing people's stuff all the time, man. If you got a good idea, that's another thing people got to do, man. You never tell people what you're going to do. True story. I ain't going to get into it. But what I say this, do it, show them, don't tell them. You got to keep some of your thoughts to yourself. You don't tell everybody your next move. You just do it. And for him to even say he's going to trademark it, somebody might trademark it before him. I'm just saying he better get on it. Hey, listen, people be grimy like that. They know that, oh, you're going to trademark it? Oh, it must be very important to you. I'll trademark it and I'll make you buy it from me. So I'll trademark it before you trademark it. And guess what? If you want it so bad, give me a few thousand, maybe even $1 million, depending on what, you know what I mean? Depending on how bad you want it. You know what I mean? So yeah, he should have just kept that to himself and just do it. But yeah, I don't like when people take people's ideas and then run with it, man. That's grimy, man. That's messed up. Like when you come up with a slogan or if you come up with an invention and somebody, oh, I can do it. Oh, and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna trade, and then it's like, dang, bro. That's why you gotta keep it quiet. Gotta keep it quiet. Respectfully, pass smacking the Skull Nation this year ain't happening, bro. You know those vibes ain't happening, bro. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, bro. It's not happening,
Really?
Bro.
Stop.
There's nothing you can do to stop us, bro. There's nothing you can do to stop us, bro. It's over. It's over for that. There's nothing you can do. Shout out to my guy Richard in the building. Wouldn't the best quarterback be the guy who won the last Super Bowl? Argue all you want about MVPs. My quarterback is getting fitted for a ring. Oh my God.
Talk that talk.
Hey, listen. Hey, I can't even argue with that. I can't even argue with you. But yeah, I can't even argue with you, bro. Like right now, Sam Darnold's definitely up there, bro. Sam Darnold, one of the best quarterbacks in the game, hands down. You know, I got the Seahawks as a top 5 team this year because I feel like even though they lost some of their players defensively, they lost their MVP. They still got the nucleus. They still got the head coach. They still got other dogs on that defense. So they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good for a long time. I don't even know how old Sam Darnold is, but I think he's in his 20s, late 20s, mid 20s. I don't know, but I know that man nice. So hey, listen, I can't argue with that, bro. Stop the cap on the Pats.
Stop the cap. Really. Stop
Oh,
the cap.
that's funny. Oh, what he said? He said, Mike, what do you think all these content creators do? They copy one another. That is true. That is true. A lot of people do copy one another. I tried that. Listen, that's why when I go live, I try my hardest not to go live and do the same exact thing someone else is talking about. But you gotta think of it like this though. Like when it comes to sports, bro, ain't really too much. Like you go with the hottest topic, right? So you read up articles, and that's what all the content creators do. They look up the hottest thing. Oh, let's talk about this. When it came to the Kyler Murray stuff, there's no looking away, there's no going away from it. Like when we signed Kyler Murray, I had no choice but to talk about Kyler Murray. And I know there was other content creators that was talking about him too, but that's just the part of the game. That's social media. That's just the news, everybody. But the one thing I don't do, I'm not going to copy the same exact title. I'm not copying what you say, your talking points. I'm not copying it. Maybe because I watch certain content creators, but I don't watch a lot, right? Some people go as far as taking what people say and using it as what they just came up with. You know what I mean? It happens. You just gotta be careful. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why you don't tell people what you're about to do before you're about to do it. Because people are gonna try to take your idea. You know what I mean? And what you want to talk about or so it's just the name of the game. You know what I mean? And Seahawks just signed, yes, to a long term. Yes, I was just talking about that. JSN, man. Jackson Smith, he got that bag, bro. He got that bag. So I think he's the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Highest paid player, highest paid non-quarterback. So hey, congratulations. Get the bag, bro. Hey, listen, I'm never gonna say something about someone getting that bag for real. Never. Oh yeah, Mike. We snacking y'all. Look who's y'all. Hey, listen, bro. I'm gonna say this real quick though, bro. Mark. The only way that y'all gonna beat us, bro, because I don't think y'all gonna score. Who y'all not gonna score? Who y'all wide receivers, bro? Who y'all wide receivers? Y'all just lost Diggs. Who y'all wide receivers? Y'all getting cooked. Y'all not gonna have time. It's gonna be pretty much a repeat of what the Seahawks did to Drake May. I'm just being honest with you, bro. You're talking about the Vikings defense. The Vikings defense ain't no joke. You talk about our secondary. Yeah, we do got some probably some holes in our secondary, but we about to improve that. AJ, welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. For real. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings, AJ. Hey, listen. Dallas Turner gonna have double-digit sacks. We talking about 15 sacks this season. Andrew Van Ginkel, when healthy, he's one of the best edge rushers, linebackers in the game. Blake Cashman, getting a little bit up there, but he's still one of the best. Brian Flores, I'm telling you, bro, ain't nothing that your offense is going to be able to do. The one thing I give it to the Patriots is their defense is really good. So what is Kyler Murray going to do against the Patriots defense? What is Kevin O'Connell going? What's the game plan? And just because you have one game plan going into the game, are you able to change your game plan depending on how things are going? You can't just keep one game plan if the things is falling apart. K9 was never the MVP of the team. He was a load sharing with Charbonnet, who got 12 touchdowns last year. I think Sam is 28. No, I'm talking about MVP of the Super Bowl, bro. Like I'm not talking about for like the season, but he's a big part of y'all team though. And I'm not saying that he's everything because there's no one play that's everything, right? That's why I always say football's an ultimate team sport. I'm not sure, but you're going to need another running back too, though. You know what I mean? I'm talking about MVP of the Super Bowl. Like he was such a big reason why y'all won the Super Bowl. Like he was amazing, especially in that first half. That man almost had he almost had 100 rushing yards in the first half alone. In the first half alone, that man was amazing in the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for him, because even Sam Darnold, he had his moments, but the defense of the Patriots was holding it down, bro. And the only weakness when it comes to the Patriots in the Super Bowl was the run. They couldn't stop the run, bro. They could not stop the run at all. They was getting torched by the run because their secondary was doing amazing. Gonzalez was amazing. Their secondary was amazing. It was their front four. They couldn't stop the run, bro. And that first half was just y'all defense dominated Drake May, right? And then on top of that, in the first half, K9 Walker, hey, listen, that man was doing some, like, he was amazing. Breaking tackles, first initial hit, he breaking that tackle. Very patient, letting his offensive line create a hole, and once he sees a hole, he's hitting that hole, and then he's not going down after one hit. He was breaking tackle. He was doing amazing. I think he even caught the ball a couple of times too. He was amazing. In that first half, specifically that first half, he pretty much won the MVP in the first half. Like, that's how good he was. Almost 100 rushing yards, bro. 100 rushing yards in the first half. That's pretty darn good. I don't know. I gotta do some research. How many running backs in the Super Bowl had 100 yards in the first half, bro? Almost 100 yards. He had like 98, 97. I don't know how many yards. He had almost 100 yards, bro. I'm like, gosh, Lee, they can't stop him. And that was the weakness of the Patriots. They could not stop him. In the second half, they made the adjustments, and it was a little bit better of them stopping him in the second half. It was way better in the second half. But, it's a little bit too late. You know what I mean? The Seahawks, because once they started stopping him, Sam Darnold was diming up wide receivers, throwing pinpoint accurate passes. Sam Darnold started doing what he was doing. Sam Darnold started to cook in the second half. So in the first half, Kenneth was cooking in the first half. The second half, that's when Sam Darnold started cooking. And of course, the defense was cooking the whole entire game. Your special teams, I don't think y'all missed one field goal. Your special teams was amazing, and your defense was amazing the whole entire game, pretty much. There's no complaints when it comes to your defense at all. Like, if anybody complains about your defense, they didn't watch the dang on Super Bowl, because like they made Drake May one of my favorite quarterbacks in the game. Yeah, I will admit he's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the game. Cheering for the young man. They made him look like he was a rookie again. Like, I'm just being honest, bro. They made Drake May look like he was a rookie. Straight up. And I love Drake May. I think he's one. I wanted to draft him for the Vikings. I'm a Viking fan. I wanted to draft him. I wanted the Vikings to draft him. Either him or Caleb Williams. And, I wasn't thinking about Caleb because I know he's going to be the first overall pick. And I'm not trading for Caleb with the dang on Bears. I'm not doing it in our division. So, and the Bears wasn't going to do that as well. So that was a done deal. But I at least wanted to try to go get Drake May. Now, I'm happy with J.J. McCarthy. We'll see what he can do. But still, Drake May is one of them guys, man. Like, he one of the best young quarterbacks in the game right now, hands down. And even if you don't like him, you got to admit, for a second-year quarterback that's 23 to get his team to the Super Bowl and beat some of the best defenses in the game, even though Bo Nix got hurt, I get it. But still, he's still going against the best defenses, meaning the Texans, Hold up. He went against the Seahawks defense. He went against the Broncos defense. Did he go against the Texans defense? I'm trying to figure out what teams they went against. I can't even remember what teams they went against in the AFC, but I know they got to the Super Bowl, so they beat everybody. Kenneth Walker. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up in the chat. My bad, y'all. Everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for primetime games as well. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me get to, we got about to get AJ Brown. Don't worry. Oh, we'll see. I like AJ Brown, but I don't know. Will he fit your locker room? I think AJ Brown would like Drake May though. I ain't gonna lie, because Drake May be slinging that dang on ball. You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that. You talking that talk, brother. I'll give you the talk to talk.
Talk
You talking that
that
talk, bro.
talk.
Pat's gonna hit the slump like the Commanders did last season. The Commanders just got hurt, but I get what you're saying. They got hurt. They starting quarterback got hurt. Like he just wasn't the same after the injury. It was a wrap. The GM job is still open. For you could work from really at least they would have a GM. I nominate you. Hey, listen, Skull, baby. Hey, listen, if I could be the GM, you know what's so crazy? I mean, I don't know it all. I don't pretend to know it all. But I'm not gonna overthink the draft. I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna have a board, I'm gonna have a big board. And if that player's there, I'm not trading off. I'm not trading back. If that player is there, that's on my big board, that's high on my big board. Just because you have more picks doesn't mean you have a better player. Let me cook real quick for y'all, man.
Talk.
Let me cook real
that
quick.
Talk.
Because some people think, oh, if you get a whole bunch of picks, that means you're going to get a whole bunch of good players. That don't mean nothing. If you trade back out of the spot that you're in and you miss on some talent, like say, for example, right? Say Peter Woods is right there at 18. Say, yeah, I'm gonna just use Peter Woods as an example. He might be there at 18. I think he actually might be there. But say he is, and we draft, and we just someone offers a first, of course, their first round pick, and then like a third round pick or a second round pick, and we trade back like 8 spots, and then we miss out on Peter Woods. We miss out on all the best defensive tackles. We miss out on the best safeties in the first round. We miss out on all that talent. It's all about quality more than quantity. Yes, you have more chances at it when you have more picks, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the right guy. If that's your guy, go get your guy, bro. Like, and the one thing about me, if I was the GM of the Vikings, bro, I'm already telling y'all who I want, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. There's a few defensive tackles I want in the first round, depending on who drops. I might trade up for Jeremiah Love if he drops too far down. I might go that route. But besides him, hey, listen, bro, I'm getting a defensive tackle in the first round. That's just my mindset right now. Second round, all right. I really, really want AJ. I want AJ on this team. AJ from LSU to safety. Go get me him. In the third round, we got 2 third-round picks. Go get me Jake Slaughter. I wouldn't mind having Connor, but the guy I want the most is Jake Slaughter, and call it a freaking day. The second third-round pick, I might go the best tight end available, or I might go the best cornerback available, and then go from there. All right, let's go to we don't have a 4th round. We have a 5th round. 5th round, I'll probably get a running back there. I know it sucks because I'm like, oh, how do you forget running back? Because I could go running back instead of tight end with the second third round pick. So the first third round pick, I'm gonna go Jake Slaughter or Connor or whatever, right? Whoever the best center available. My favorite is Jake, but if he's not there, I'll probably go Connor or Sam Hetch, from Kansas State. All right, so with the second, third round pick, I probably would go running back, depending on who's available. But then again, I could go get one of the running backs in the 5th round. I mean, I'm not sleeping on no rounds. Every round is very crucial for every pick, even the 7th rounders. I'm going to try my hardest to get the best players, even undrafted free agents. I'm going to do my real research. I'm going to interview these guys. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to learn about their life and what they do, how they was raised. I'm going to really do some research because I don't want to just have talented players. I want to have a good culture. You know what I mean? I want to have nobody's perfect. There's always you're not going to be perfect. No one's perfect. But there's things that I want in someone's character and things I definitely don't want in someone's character. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
Talk that talk.
Kenneth Walker was needed to win that. Oh, heck yeah. Vikes, Houston, New England, Indy all had great defenses last year. Seahawks played them all. That's true. That's true. Seahawks definitely man, that defense, man, in the playoffs just turned it up. The only game that they really struggled defensively was against Matthew Stafford and the Rams. They made enough plays though. But my goodness, Matthew Stafford was on another level. Matthew Stafford was playing like the MVP, which he is the MVP of the regular season. If it wasn't for Sam Darnold, this is why when people try to take away a lot of credit from Sam Darnold, I'm like, y'all just want to hate on Sam Darnold. I don't know why. You know what I mean? I don't know why. But Sam Darnold was going head to head with Matthew Stafford and throwing dimes and getting much needed touchdowns. Because if it wasn't for Sam Darnold throwing some of them dimes to Jackson Smith and getting those touchdowns, bro, the Seahawks would have lost because Matthew Stafford was amazing. He was amazing. Do y'all remember what Matthew Stafford was doing to the secondary of the Seahawks? He was cooking them. He was cooking them. Matthew Stafford was cooking the Seahawks secondary, bro. If it wasn't for Sam, they would have lost that game, bro. If it wasn't for that special teams mistake when the guy fumbled the ball, but Sam Darnold, he finished it with a touchdown. See, the thing about it, you need that guy, man, because field goals do add up. But you need those touchdowns, bro. How many field goals do you need to equal a touchdown and an extra point? You need 3 field goals to get past 1 touchdown and an extra point. You got to get them touchdowns. When you're in the red zone, you got to finish. But Sam Darnold did his thing, bro. I got a lot of respect for Sam. And this is coming from a Viking fan because I feel some type of way that I'm not mad that Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl because I'm happy for him, but I'm still feeling some type of way because the Vikings are still we still have a question mark at quarterback. We don't even know if Kyler Murray is going to be the guy. We're hoping he might be. We don't even know if JJ McCarthy is going to be the guy. We're hoping it might be. We'll see what happens. Right now, it's most likely going to be Kyler Murray to see what he can do. And if he's not the guy, I don't know, man. We might mess around, trade up to the first overall pick in the 2027 NFL draft to go get a quarterback because I don't feel like they believe in JJ McCarthy. That's just my honest opinion. We'll see, though. We'll see. Everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. Not all, but some. But yeah, this is one YouTube family. Like I said, everybody's invited to this channel, whether you're a Viking fan or not. I always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way because there's so much stuff going on around the world. And I feel like sports is one thing that people can, take serious, but also come together and have fun. You know what I mean? I'm a serious Viking fan, but I still have fun. Like I can take jokes. I be talking that talk. People be talking that talk back to me. That's what we supposed to do, man. And I just feel like there's so much separation in the whole entire world right now. And this is why I feel like we need to come together as people because there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. All right. They lucky JSN didn't break the game open on that one play. Oh, yes. You're talking about the one play where Gonzalez knocked the ball down in the end zone. I think that was in the first half, that right before halftime. I remember that play. And that's when I said, yo, the Bull Gonzalez for the Patriots. Oh, I didn't know nothing about that man like that. I didn't know nothing about him. And I'm so glad. This is why I got to watch primetime games and cover not really cover other teams all like that. Like I sometimes make videos about other teams. Primarily, I talk about the Vikings, but I love learning about other teams as well. And Gonzalez is one of the best corners in the game. If it wasn't for Gonzalez, the Seahawks would have beat the brakes off of the Patriots, bro. Gonzalez I'm gonna give the secondary as a whole. Let's just talk about the secondary for the Patriots. They were amazing, but mainly Gonzalez. Gonzalez was a straight up dog, bro. Straight up dog. No quit. No quitting in that man. I got a lot of respect for that man, for real. I really do. I want to get a corner like that on my team. Seahawks beat Vikings with a third string that demand. Come on, bro. Like y'all say Broncos will win with bonus. Hey, listen, bro. We listen. We had Max Brosmer as our quarterback, bro. That's not giving nobody bragging points. You wasn't going against no JJ McCarthy or you know what I mean? Or even Carson Wentz. Our whole team was banged up, bro. Listen, Seahawks don't get no bragging points for that, bro. And if you want to talk about that game, I watched every second of that game. I respect the defending champions, but Sam Darnold got shut down. They got shut down by the Vikings defense, bro. People don't talk about the Vikings defense for some strange reason, but the Vikings defense is really good. And we shut down Sam Darnold. If it wasn't for us having our third string quarterback in and Max Brosmer throwing a pick six, we probably would have made the playoffs, bro. Real talk, bro. Real talk. With a bad offense that we had, we could have made the playoffs. For real. For real. That's how I feel, bro. But yeah, let me go back over top 5 teams in the AFC. It's the Chiefs for 2026. Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Broncos, and Colts. That's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. Now for the NFC, top 5 teams for the NFC. I got the Niners in no specific order, y'all. I got the Eagles, the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Rams. I don't got my team, the Vikings, in it, but Vikings could easily be in the top 5. But I don't really care about being in the top 5. I just care about getting to the playoffs and making a run. Because you could be the number 1 team in the NFC or the AFC and get booted in your first game that you play. So Drake May basically was a rookie last year, Mike. Yeah, bro. And that's what makes it amazing because he didn't play all the games his rookie season. He played how many games he played last season? Rookie. I forgot how many games, but Drake May is good, bro. Like, that's my guy, bro. Listen, I say this respectfully, bro. Hey, listen, any quarterback on the roster, I say this respectfully, bro. Listen, I like JJ, I like Kyler Murray. Hey, listen, they can both go. Go give me Drake May. If the Patriots said, I'll take Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy, and we'll give you Drake May, guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing, y'all? Hey, Patriots, I'll pack their bags for them. Matter of fact, and I'll treat you out. I'll take you for dinner. The GM, the owners, we go out for dinner, man, to celebrate this big deal. You know what I mean? Hey, let's make it happen. You know what I mean? I say that respectfully because I think Kyler Murray gonna be good for us. I think JJ McCarthy has the potential to be good with us as well, but Drake made that guy though. Yeah, K9 was dominant. Sam was okay. Not great. K9 carried the offense. We forgot Sam still had yes, and you know what's crazy though? He had that torn oblique going against the Rams. And what was he doing against the Rams? He was destroying the Rams secondary. That's what he was doing. People need to put some more respect on Sam Darnold's name, bro. He just went it. Sam Darnold struggled. I don't really think it was because of the torn oblique. You know what I think it was? We got to put some respect on the Patriots' name. Like the Patriots defense came to play. If it wasn't for them not being able to stop the run, this could be a whole different Super Bowl. I'm just saying that the Seahawks run game was what really like made them, establish anything offensively. They couldn't get anything together offensively besides the run. This is why I keep trying to tell people, run the freaking ball. The run game is so important. And that's why I want my coach to understand. Kevin O'Connell has to understand. You have to run the ball to be successful. I understand. Everybody thinks throwing the ball is not everybody. A lot of people think throwing the ball is the bread and butter of the NFL. Let me tell you this right now. If you go through the history of the NFL, it wasn't the quarterbacks throwing a whole bunch of I know the game has changed. It wasn't the quarterbacks throwing for 4,000 passing yards, all like that. That probably was rare back in the day. I'm talking about back in the day before Joe Montana. The running backs was running everything. The running backs, bro. And guess what? The running backs are starting to get a lot more respect. The running backs are starting to come out. You need a running game, bro. Every quarterback needs a run game. I don't care if you're Tom Brady. I don't care if you're Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Drake May, my quarterback in Kyler Murray or JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold, whoever. Every quarterback needs a run game. Now, because the defenses right now, the schemes are so amazing. You don't want to be a one-dimensional team throwing the ball 40 times a game. You're going to get cooked. You're going to get cooked. You're not going to win many games. Well, you might win, but when you get to the playoffs is a different story, bro. The playoffs is a whole nother season. The best thing to do when you get to the playoffs is to have a more, I'm not saying it has to be completely balanced. You could have, it could be 60-40, but you can't be 80% pass and only 20% run, and then you expect to win in the playoffs. You're not. When in the playoffs, the teams that ran the ball the best won. Let me say that one more time. Play real good defense, and the teams that ran the ball the most won. And of course, you have the quarterback as well that makes the plays as well. But the teams that ran the ball most of the time won. Like the one game, was it I'm trying to think. It was the Texans. Was it the Texans versus Broncos? I'm trying to figure out. Let me look at the teams that the Patriots beat. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what the heck. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm just trying to refresh my memory here. All right, so they beat. All right, so they defeated the Chargers in the wild card round, and then the Houston Texans in the divisional round, and then in the AFC Championship game they beat the Broncos. Okay, my bad. All right, so yes, the Chargers had a good defense last year. The Texans had the best defense, debatably, last year. And the thing about it, why the Patriots won against the Houston Texans? Bro, the run game. Mainly Drake May's a dual threat. Drake May, let me look up his stats against Houston. Because I know he had a couple of scrambles, bro, that were first downs or touchdowns. Patriots versus the Texans. All right, so stats. Because I know the run game, because they won 28-16. And let me just look this up real quick. So AFC divisional playoffs. All right, so Stroud threw for 4 interceptions. Oh my gosh, bro. Stroud, what are you doing, bro? Gosh, hey, bro. What are you doing, bro? Like, I give credit to the Patriots, man, but goshly, bro, you can't be throwing 4 interceptions in a playoff game and you expect to freaking win, man. I don't care how good your defense is, bro. You put your team in a bad situation. CJ, and this is why I don't got them as a top 5. It's not because of their defense. It's because of CJ Stroud throwing 4 interceptions. I know CJ Stroud is way better than this. He does not need to be throwing no 4 interceptions in a dang on playoff game. But let me get back to Drake May. Drake May did not have the most fantastic game. He had a decent game. He only turned the ball over one time with the interception. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 6.6 on average per play. He was 16 of 27 for 179 passing yards. But the thing, was it 4 carries for 10 yards? So it wasn't this game. It was another game. Was it the Broncos? No, it wasn't the Broncos. It might have been the dang on Chargers. I think I'm talking about the Chargers game. Let me just see. I'm going to look that up. I think I'm talking about the Chargers. I know they barely beat a team, and I think it was the Chargers. Yes, it was a close game. It was 16-3. I think this is the game where he scrambled and had like a rushing touchdown or so. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is the game. I know I wasn't tripping, bro. This man had 10. Drake May was the leading rusher against the Chargers. He had 10 carries for 66 yards. 6.6 on average per carry. I was watching some of the highlights. I was like, yo, look at Drake May scrambling for yards. And that's what the Seahawks stopped. I don't know how they stopped Drake May like that. But, man, Drake May did not utilize his legs at all in the Super Bowl. And also, Drake May, like I said, he's a true dual threat. So he was 17-29 for 268 passing yards, 9.2 on average, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But the rushing yards for the Patriots against the Chargers, specifically the Chargers, They definitely won it because of that, his legs and his arm, obviously. Of course, their defense did their thing as well, but I was just watching some of the highlights of Drake May and what he was doing, bro. He was destroying the Chargers with his legs, bro. And Justin Herbert did his thing as well. Justin Herbert had 10 carries for 57 yards, bro. 5.7 on average. The problem with Justin Herbert is he went against a defense where they kind of shut down the passing game. So he only had 159 passing yards. It's not good enough. 19 of 31. It's not good enough, bro. He got sacked 6 times. His QBR was 28. He was not good. And then in my honest opinion, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, right? Just depends on the situation. If your quarterback is your leading rusher, it's not always the best thing, right? Like there's certain quarterbacks that I'm like, okay, I can see that. Like Lamar Jackson when Cam Newton was playing, when what's another guy? What's another guy that scrambles? Josh Allen might even be a leading rusher because he can run as well. But there's only a select few. But most of the time, if that's the case, I don't know, man. It might not be the best sign. And I feel like for the Chargers, that wasn't the best sign because not only they shut down the passing game pretty much completely, right? Almost completely. Your leading rusher besides Justin Herbert was Kamani Vidal. He had 11 carries for 31 yards. That's horrible. Horrible. But they did get the Drake May. Like the Chargers defense definitely did their part. It was the offense for the Chargers that did nothing. Nothing. They got shut out. The Patriots shut out the Chargers the whole second half. They only scored 1 field goal, 16-3, bro. So the Patriots defense is no joke, bro. Like this is why the Seahawks couldn't do what they probably wanted to do because they were shutting things down. But the problem is this. The Patriots could not stop that run game in the Super Bowl. That was the biggest thing. And y'all say, yeah, he might pass him. Yeah, he probably gonna pass him, most likely. But right now he is though, I think. And y'all say we play the Houston Chargers. Okay, yeah, Broncos in the playoffs. Yep. Gotta keep it real. Drake May had a heck of a regular season, but he was transing every. But it's different levels, bro. He did enough to win. So I look at it like this. The man got to the dang Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And he made plays throughout the playoffs. I mean, he's not throwing for 300 yards. You don't have to do that to win the Super Bowl. You just got to get to the Super Bowl and see what happens. Statistics don't tell you everything, but he did struggle because he went against the best defenses in the game. He went against the best defenses in the game, bro. The Chargers is a top 10. The Broncos is a top 10. The Texans is number 1. He was going against the best of the best defenses. I would put the AFC defenses over the NFC defenses as a whole. I'm talking about as a whole. I love the Seahawks defense. I love the Vikings defense, but the Vikings don't count because we didn't make it to the playoffs. But if you compare the defenses that the Drake May had to get through, that's hard, bro. The Texans, the Chargers, and the Broncos. That's tough. Texans lost 28-16 to the Tech divisional round. Texans lost to the Pats. Oh yeah, I got you. Gonzalez for New England was the second. Yeah. Yes, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going to be going live for absolutely not every game, not every primetime game, but we will be going live for some primetime games as well. It's going down. Yes, hit the like button. Shout out to you. Now everyone wants you as a GM. See how Oh, that's funny. Hey, that's funny, bro. That's funny. Yeah, bro. That's funny. Houston had 6 turnovers. That defense is real. They were the AFC champions, respect. Yeah. That's tough defenses, bro. If you would kill. That's the issue. That's the problem, Richard. That's the issue we have. Like this is why I don't want to trade up for Jeremiah Love. That's the number one reason why. Not because I don't think he's a good guy, a good player. It's what's the point? What's the point? That's the issue. Facts. My favorite Seahawks pick ever was Chris Carson in the 7th round. Yeah, bro. Them 7th round picks be pull. Them 7th round picks be on point, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Those are my favorite picks, bro. The later picks, if you can get the later picks, man, you really make your money as a GM if you get the later picks. Yeah, you got to get the 1st round picks. That's a little bit easier possibly, but them later picks are hard to figure it out. If you can get good players in the later rounds, you're a very good GM. Like you're the best. You're a very good GM. If you can get the later rounds from like the 6th round and on, or 5th round and on. Well, 5th round is kind of, I don't want to say it's early. It's not early. It's like middle late, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I guess. But the 6th and 7th round, bro, come on, bro. And undrafted free agent. Rob Purdy at Mr. Irrelevant, also a very, yeah, bro, for real. Facts, bro. Those are coached by he just West Kansas. I hate to give credit to the Niners, but that was great. Yes, the Niners are very good at they're a good team. They could have made a true run last year if it wasn't for the injuries, bro. Like I never seen a team that could be that banged up and still get to the day, can still be that good and win the first game in the playoffs against the Eagles. And even in the playoffs, they lost George Kittle in the playoffs. In the first half, they lost George Kittle. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, the 49ers got some great coaching, bro. Sam Darnold had 2 great back-to-back years. He got to be considered elite. Yeah. People going to try to hate on Sam, but it is what it is. They just want to hate on him. And if you're a Viking fan and you hate on Sam, you're just being a hater. I'm just going to be honest with you because he's not with us no more. I don't like him. No, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, Sam Darnold's still a good He's a good quarterback. He's a great quarterback. He's a very good quarterback. The Seahawks are going to be one of the best teams in the game again, and he's one of the biggest reasons. First in the 7th round, Baldwin was undrafted free agents. Yeah, bro, them undrafted free agents, bro. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Yeah, man, them undrafted free agents is on point, bro. Yeah, so like for instance, right? Like for the Vikings drafted John Randall. In my opinion, he's the greatest undrafted free agent in Minnesota Viking history. He's one of the greatest players in Minnesota Viking history. The man had career sacks, 137.5 sacks in his career. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you drafted him. Like, you get what I'm saying? A 6-time Pro Bowler. Like, it's just different, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people be trying to, like, people don't understand. Oh, and you know what I did not know? Pat Williams was an undrafted free agent. I did not know that, bro. Pat Williams, one of my favorite defensive tackles, bro. I didn't get to watch John Randall. I got to watch Pat Williams. And talking about Pat Williams, I did not know he was an undrafted free agent. Andrew Sendejo, Adam Thielen, But let me get back to, they were all undrafted free agents. Let me get back to Pat Williams real quick, because people don't understand, man. This man was he was one of the best, bro. Like one of the best at stopping the run. He was just simply amazing. One of my favorite defensive tackles. A true defensive tackle. Stop the run, can get to the quarterback as well. Just an awesome player. Just an awesome player. But he was undrafted. Oh, what's crazy is he started with the Bills. He started with the Bills, and then I guess I don't know if he was a free agent in 2005. He went to the Vikings. That's crazy. Didn't even know that. But yeah, man, like John Randall, Mick Tingelhoff. I don't know, bull, because he played way before my time, 1962, 1978. He never missed a game. He was a center. He was they say he was a cornerstone for the offensive line for 17 seasons. But man, like going back to Adam Thielen, bro, like gosh, Lee, bro. Adam Thielen is one of the best wide receivers in Minnesota Viking history. Andrew Sendejo was a very, very good safety for the Vikings. Big hit Sendejo, for real, bro. I don't know if people remember him, but he was a really, really good. Those are all crazy picks, right, bro? As good as that first spot. Yup. Play where Gonzo broke it up last second. Yeah. I meant the one where Sam overthrew JSN when he was open for a run on the left side of the field. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The one when Gonzo broke it up last second. Yeah, that's the one that really got me though. That was the play that I'm just like, yo, Gonzo is that bull. He's that bull for real. Shout out to Angel in the building. I see you, bro. I'm like behind in the comments. Hey, everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. We're also going live for primetime games as well. Now, I also want to promote my other channel, and it's called Mike Sports Vibes 2. I'm going to put the link in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, this is my Phillies Sixer channel. It will really help me out if you subscribe to this channel as well. I'm going to put it in the comments. I'm going to spam it a couple of times. Spam it a couple of times for you. So Mike Sports Vibes 2. Spam it 3 times. Yeah, so I just spam that a couple. What's up, Ben? Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for subbing, bro. Being a Seahawks fan. Chargers, Texans, Broncos, Seahawks is crazy run. Yeah, bro. That's a crazy run, bro. They went against some great defenses, bro. But his stats ain't gonna look that good going against that. Especially for his second year. He's got a good stream. Oh, for real? That's what's up, bro. Appreciate it. I got some Seahawks in the building. Salute to you, bro. Salute to both of y'all. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Chris for real. Was good. True Hawk fan. Love Sam. Yeah. I love Sam too, man. I'm happy for him, man. See, it would have worked out for me both ways, bro, because I'm a Drake May guy and I'm a Sam Darnold guy. You know, I was cheering for Sam, man. Like once my Vikings wasn't in there. So if anybody I want to win in the NFC, it would be the Seahawks because of Sam Darnold. Just because what we just did. We ain't made the playoffs and we let him go. So it was double whammy for me. I said, I'm going to go for Sam Darnold. And I didn't like the narrative. Well, he ain't gonna be good in the playoffs, though. I didn't like hearing that. So I'm glad he proved everybody wrong, all the doubters. And when it came to Drake May, I wouldn't have been mad if Drake May won just because I'm a Drake May guy. I like Drake May. And I try to tell people, yes, some quarterbacks need 3 to 4 years probably to sit behind a quarterback, right? Some quarterbacks can start right away and do good. Drake May, in his second year, right, got to the dang old Super Bowl. He's only 23 years old. And I'm just happy he was able to accomplish that. Now, I know he's probably down. He was probably down like, dang, man, I lost the Super Bowl. It's very hard to get to the Super Bowl. So when you get there, you got to win. But he's so young. I think he's going to have more chances at it because he's so good. He's so young. He's only getting better. So you can still be young and still develop and make mistakes. This guy's young in his second year, 23 years old. You can still be a decent quarterback being young. People be trying to make it seem like quarterbacks that start right away, they're supposed to be they're going to make a whole bunch of mistakes. So you're not expecting your team to make it to the playoffs. Why? Why aren't you expecting your team to make it to the playoffs? I'm not saying they're going to be their favorite, but why not? You drafted him for a reason. Your team drafted that player for a reason. And listen, I don't know if there's any rookies that ever won a Super Bowl their first year, but maybe the second year. You never know. You know, some of these quarterbacks just have it, bro, quick. And if you have the right organization, you build around them, you can mess around, get to the Super Bowl at the age of 23 years old, or not even just the age factor, just a second year quarterback, and he's only going to get better. Even Sam Darnold, he's only going to get better. Sam Darnold is a vet quarterback considered, right? But he's still going to get better. He's 28 years old. Ain't like he's in his late 30s. The man's still going to get better. He going to learn from some of the mistakes he made last year. He going to be better. He going to have better chemistry with his wide receivers and his tight ends and his offensive line and his coach in his second year with the Seahawks. He's only going to get better. All 11 defensive starters are back in Seattle. All 10 O-line under contract. $44 million in cap space. 9 of 11 rookies still on roster. Dang, we broke that down. So 11 defensive starters are back in Seattle. But who did they lose, though? I know they lost a couple of players, though. I know they lost a couple, but that's good, though. You got most of them back. And I love the fact that you said all 10 offensive linemen are current. I like that. And what you said about $44 million in cap space, that's awesome. 9 of 11 rookies still on the round. That's crazy, bro. Y'all built y'all team well, man. I hope my Vikings can learn from the Seahawks, man. I'm trying to win a freaking Super Bowl, man. I'm tired of losing, bro. Is Tony Romo the greatest? Tony Romo? No. I like Tony Romo. No. I'll pick John Randall over him. I'll choose my defensive tackle, John Randall, over him, bro. Respectfully speaking. It's not just about Sam, it's the core. Yeah, everybody. Sam he's the quarterback, but he gets the most shine when they win and gets the most blame when they lose. That's just the nature of being a quarterback. But it's not just him. They have the defense. They had a good running game. They had a good offensive line. They had a good coach. They had good special teams. They had everything. They had a complete team. But you're right about that. I'm not sure if we'll get big money. For real? I didn't even hear about that, bro. That's crazy. I have to look that up. Oh, wasn't Kurt Warner? Yes, Kurt Warner. Yes, I think he was. Let me just double check on that. Was Kurt Warner undrafted? But the point is, though, right? Kurt Warner went undrafted in 1994. So it's like, the point is this, man. Like, people be trying to sleep on these later rounds, bro. They always think the first rounds or the second round and the third round and the fourth round is the only rounds that you can build your team. That's why when people be like, oh, I gave up 3 first-round picks or 2 first-round picks for a franchise quarterback, people be trying to act like, all right, well, that puts their team backwards and we have no chance to win. What are you talking about, bro? It's not like you gave up every pick in every round. You gave up just the first round. I know it's the most important round, but it's not the only round. It's not the only round. If the first round was the only round, then listen, we'll be in a world of trouble. The NFL will be in a world of trouble. You know, there's a lot of great players. Give some of these. There's a lot of Hall of Famers that are in the later rounds, bro. There's a lot. People don't understand. Well, I'm pretty sure people understand. People just make it seem like, oh, like for instance, right? True story. I'm gonna give y'all some real. I'm gonna talk that talk real quick.
Talk that.
And I'm gonna get off real short because I didn't know how late it was. All right, so true story, real quick. When Josh Allen was rumored to not re-sign with the Bills, like there was rumors that they were working on the deal, but they wasn't sure if they was gonna give him the bag. I was trying to tell people, Viking fans, everybody, I'll give up 3 first-round picks for him. I will give up 3 first-round picks and don't care. Go get me Josh Allen. Imagine if we would have done that. Guess what? With just Justin Jefferson. Yes, we wouldn't have Jordan Addison, I don't think. It is what it is. I don't care. We have Justin Jefferson. Listen, we'll figure it out. Listen, we still have the second round. We still have the third round. We still have the fourth round, the fifth round, the sixth round, the seventh round, undrafted free agency. Like, listen, you don't have to just build your team with just first-round picks. You can build your team throughout the whole entire. If you just score on first-round picks and you don't do nothing good on the second round, the third round, and the fourth round, and the fifth, you're not doing a good job. Your franchise is probably going to fall apart. How many Pro Bowlers are in the NFL? They're not all first-round picks playing out. You know what I mean? It is a higher chance that they might plan out because they have more opportunity because they're the first-round pick. They're a first-round pick, but they don't always plan out. So even if you give up those 2 first-round picks, how do you know you're going to draft the right player? At least if you're giving up those 2 first-round picks or 3 first-round picks, you're getting a player that you know that is established and you know that they're awesome and they're good and they potentially could be a Hall of Famer. I would have gave up 3 first-round picks for Josh Allen. And listen, in a heartbeat, bro. Forget those picks, bro. Forget those picks. When it comes to that, go get your franchise quarterback. Just as if the same thing goes for teams when they trade up in the draft. They give up like 2, 3 first-round picks to move up to the first overall pick. And you're hoping that they become Josh Allen. You're hoping they become Josh Allen. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm going to read a couple more comments. I'm going to get off. Shout out to Christopher Real. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Share. If you know anybody that's a Viking fan or just likes good vibes, NFL fan in general, tell them about Mike's Sports Vibes. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Romo is undrafted free agent with the hottest girls. Oh man, bro. They will try to debate you with that. They probably would get that to what's his name? Jimmy Garoppolo. I heard he had a lot of beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to John. Yeah, shout out to John Randall, bro. People don't know. You better look him up. Pat Williams, you already know the vibes with Pat. We are shopping. Oh, we shall be right there. Have a great weekend, brother, man. Appreciate you vibing with me. Appreciate everybody that's vibing with me. Just catching up in the comments real quick before I get off this live stream, and I will be getting off. I will be live on my other channel. I'll probably be going live for the Phillies or the Sixers tomorrow. So if you are interested, go check out Mike Sports Vibes 2. I will be going live for either both games. Because I know one game starts at 4, the other game starts at 7. So if I go live for the Phillies, I'm gonna miss like some of the game of the Sixers. Or if I just miss the Phillies and then just go live for the Sixers. I gotta figure it out. I don't know. It sucks that both teams play in the same dang on day. So I gotta make a decision on what team I'm gonna do the play-by-play for. But Pat Williams was great on the Bills too. Was Saudi when the Vikes got him. No one was running on that dude. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. One of my favorites, bro. For real. Thielen was an excellent undrafted free agent. I like Aaron Win Stafford serious. Yeah, bro. Like people don't, man. That's why I say, man, that's why you have to have a good scouting team, bro. Like them undrafted free agents, you might mess around and get a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying it's a high chance of you getting it, but you never know. Vice management wants to know if they have a big board ready for. Yeah, oh my gosh, bro. They better, bro. At this point, they better have a big board. If they don't have a big board by now, fire everybody. I say that respectfully. Fire everybody, bro. For real. Shout out to Paul George and be making moves. Salute to the man. We do big things popping, little things stopping. You feel me? Drake May had a bad shoulder in that game, but the Patriots' biggest problem was their offensive line. Yeah, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
That talk.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my goodness. Yo, the Patriots offensive line, what's his name? Campbell. Oh my gosh, bro. I ain't trying to come at Bull, but my goodness, man. I was listen, I'm not even a Patriots fan. I'm a Viking fan, bro. I'm a Viking fan. I was yelling at the TV like, yo, how is he going to last this game? How is he going to last? How is he going to last in the game? Every time Drake May snapped the ball, is literally there was pressure in his face. Pressure in his face. There was no time. No time at all. What was the name? What's the pass rusher's name? Lawrence, I think. Number 0. I think his name was Lawrence. Listen, bro. Cooking Campbell all game long, bro. My gosh. It was bad. It was bad, bro. This is why they had to try to establish the run game somewhat just to try to help the pass. But they couldn't do that. The Seahawks were just the better team. Like the Seahawks just came, like their defense was on another level, bro. In the Super Bowl, there was nothing you can do. I mean, I don't want to say nothing, but man, it was almost as if there was nothing you can do against the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. The Seahawks defense was on a mission, and their mission was to shut everybody down. Run game, pass game, nothing you can do. I don't even know if Stephon Diggs caught a ball. Did Stephon Diggs do anything? Like, listen, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad because he ain't had no time to throw it to him either. I hope to her and through the season healthy and together and light it up, man. Yeah, that's the number one thing in the NFL, man. Health, man. Last year for the Vikings, man, the whole offensive line got hurt, bro. Besides Will Fries, everybody. Our 2 tackles, our right and left tackle got hurt. Our center got hurt. Our left guard got hurt. Everybody got hurt besides Will Fries, which is right guard. It was bad. It was bad, bro. It was brutal. It was brutal. Injuries really messed us up, but it was more play calling for me, though, to be honest with you. And it would be nice if Alonso took a lead to go with AJ Barner. You know what? Let me look up Elijah right now. What's his name again? Hold on. Elijah. Tight end. What's his 6'5", 254 pounds, 22 years old, 15 catches for 179 yards in his rookie season, it looks like. 1 touchdown. Longest catch was 32 yards, 11.9 on average per catch. Okay. Yeah, AJ Barner's a dog. AJ Barner. Yeah, man. Let me see what his statistics was. So 52 catches for AJ Barner for 519 yards, 10 yards on average per catch, and 6 receiving touchdowns. If we remember, Kurt Warner was bagging. Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, that's why I be trying to tell people, man. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, man. That man, Ain't nothing wrong with bagging groceries because I bag groceries, man. I worked at cashier. I worked at Kmart when there was Kmart, bro. I had to get the little permit when I was 16 years old. I was working at Kmart making $7.25 an hour, and I was happy. I was hyped. I was like, yeah, I'm making $25 an hour. I'm in high school, but I'm making, hey, look, I'm making my little monies. You know what I'm saying? I was thankful too. I was thankful. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. But Kurt Warner, man, whew, man, getting lucky and drafting a quarterback like, I mean, not drafted, signing a quarterback because he was undrafted. So signing a quarterback like that, bro, what? Josh Allen is a beast, bro. I don't know. Listen, bro, I'm a Josh Allen guy, bro. I'm a Josh Allen guy, bro. But yeah, this is my again, this is my other channel. If y'all haven't already, go subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be live for the Sixers possibly tomorrow. We'll see. I'm gonna probably do the Phillies. I'm gonna see. One of the two, or I might do a little bit of both. Of course, I'm gonna probably do all the Phillies game, and then I'll probably be able to catch the second half of the Sixer game. But this is my other channel right here. If y'all haven't already, go check that channel out. Not too late. Shout out to you for that comment. You think the Pats are drafting hey, listen, unless Campbell, what is he a rookie? Maybe he's a rookie. I don't really know if Campbell's a rookie, but bro, he better get it together, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. I get it. He going against a really good pass rusher. The biggest game of his life is the Super Bowl. I get it, but bro, that was horrible, bro. He was getting, listen, man. I'm talking about as soon as he snaps the ball, bro, it was bad. I said, oh my gosh, Drake May, throw the ball. Look, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. Throw the ball, Drake. Throw the ball. I was screaming at the top of my lungs in the Super Bowl. Throw the ball, Drake. like Drake May could hear me. like he could really hear me. I was a little nervous about it. I'm happy he didn't get hurt. Man, bro, even if he didn't get to Drake May, he was hitting them, bro. Them quarterback hits add up. I'm like, dang, bro, throw the ball away, Drake May. But it's like you trying to make a play, so you holding on to the ball. But it's just like, what can you do when your tackle is brutally bad at this point right now? He was just bad. Let's keep it real. He got destroyed. He got obliterated. And listen, I'm giving credit to what's his name, Lawrence. I'm giving credit to him, but dang, bro. Pitbull said, oh, I know his weakness. That's the sign of he knows he must have watched some film and he knows the tendencies of the tackle of Campbell. He said, okay, I know I'm gonna get him. He dominated. Imagine if Myles Garrett was on the on the Seahawks. What he would do with a Oh my gosh. Imagine if Myles Garrett was on the Seahawks in the Super Bowl against Campbell, what he would do to Campbell. Oh my gosh, that would be scary. I would honestly feel bad for Drake May. Yep, zero is the oh yeah, it's Lawrence. I knew it was something, Lawrence. Yeah. He's my favorite Seahawks player. He is so smart. You could tell he studies film. You know what I mean? He knew the tendencies of Campbell. He was like, all right, hey, listen, he put his foot like this. I know it's a run play. If it's like this, it's a drop back. Listen, these players be studying, bro. They look at every little thing they can find, bro, to get an edge. And those are the best players. Those are the best players because it's bigger than just talent. It's about the mindset too. If you got the talent with the mindset, it's over. It's over. Game over. Ouch. Yes, that's what it was. All game. Ouch. It was bad, bro. It was brutal. Brutal. All right, y'all. I'm getting off this live stream. Thank you so much for everybody that's in the building. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us, and I truly feel that way. We're also going live for primetime games as well. So if you're interested, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also share. Thank you so much for all your support. Let me just read a couple more comments and I'm gonna get off. If the Phillies, I'll tune into that. I may at the bar. Okay. Yeah, Phillies. Did they thing that first game. Christopher Sanchez did his thing. Even Witherspoon gets some good quarterback rushes in that random times from the corner spot. Yup. Witherspoon's a beast. Yes. Later. All right, everybody. Peace out. God bless. Until next time. Peace.